Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good afternoon, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're all having a great Tuesday. If you're watching us on Facebook, that means that the site is back up and running, so we're very happy about that. March, of course, is Women's History Month, and every Sunday throughout the month of March, our very own digital reporter, Matt Jarowski, will actually be releasing a new Sunday story detailing and focusing on a major player in women's history right here in West Michigan, focusing on the women who helped shape West Michigan, and he joins us now to talk about the first part of that series and also the series in general. Matt, it's great to see you again.
Yeah, thanks. It's always fun to come and talk about these stories, get to dive in all the little nuggets that make them so interesting.
Right, yeah, kind of giving a behind-the-scenes look into all these great stories that you put so much effort into. And Matt, before we get into this past week's story, which is available to everyone right now on our website, woodtv.com, I do want to focus on the series in general. Just talk about some of the things you have planned throughout the month of March, celebrating Women's History Month.
Right, yeah. So in honor of Women's History Month, we kind of want to look into some of the stories that maybe not have been told. There's a lot of, obviously, Grand Rapids has a deep history, and we go beyond Grand Rapids as well. But I really want to focus on a handful of stories that we could tell. So we started this week with a walking tour, which we'll get to. And part of that walking tour actually focuses on two of the stories that we're going to tell. One of them is Anna Bissell, really America's first female CEO. For most people at home, the Bissell name, you've heard it before. Yes, it's that Bissell. But there's a lot more to it than that. And then even talking about Betty Ford, who every Michigander knows Betty Ford. Everyone knows her role as the First Lady. But we kind of want to dive deeper into that and really talk about the impact that she made. So those are just a couple of the stories we're going to tell. We'll get some interesting ones on the lakeshore as well. So just using this as an opportunity to tell some unique and interesting stories.
We're very much looking forward to the rest of the month, the stories that you have planned out now. But there is one that is out for everybody to check out, and it details, you kind of touched on it, that walking tour around Grand Rapids that focuses on those 8 statues of women all across the city. Just tell us about that story. Obviously we want people to kind of push to it, but the story itself and really the walking tour, being able to, it's kind of like we can go on it now. It's a little bit of a call to action that for people that want to know a little bit more about the women who have shaped West Michigan, and they can do it, right now. Maybe not right now with the rain, but with this string of nice weather we're having, it really is perfect for it.
Yeah, wait until the sunshine comes back, and that was honestly part of the motivation for this story. Is like, well, if I do the story, that means I got to go get video and photos of these statues.
Right. Oh darn! Yeah.
Just so happened to be a really nice day when I did that. So, there's a walking tour that was put together by the Greater Grand Rapids Women's History Council. It marks 6 different statues across downtown Grand Rapids, and it recognizes 8 different women. And a lot of interesting stories. Again, as I mentioned, Betty Ford. She's kind of the start of the trail. You start at Nabawan Park. It's a little 2-mile loop, kind of crisscrossing downtown Grand Rapids a bit, but it ends right there back at Nabawan Park. So really the whole loop, to see all 6 of the statues, it only took me about 45 minutes. 45, 50, obviously I was stopping to get pictures and get video, so depending on traffic and how long you spend at the statues, maybe a little longer, a little shorter. But certainly an easy way to get out and enjoy the spring weather here and get out and enjoy downtown Grand Rapids and learn something.
Yeah, that was kind of my next mention. We talked about how doing these live desks allows everybody to kind of see the process you were going through, and you mentioned that you kind of wanted to do it to get out and enjoy the nice weather, but that just means it's more reason for people to go out and take advantage of the nice weather as well, really celebrate women's history. But just talk about what it was like being able to enjoy the nice weather, but also really take in what these women have meant to West Michigan, and being able to really learn a whole lot in something that doesn't require somebody to subscribe to anything or to really do anything. These statues are out and available to the public to check out for themselves.
I like to believe that it kind of serves as a jumping off point, especially this article. We don't go into too great a detail about who these women are or their stories or why they're being honored. We give you kind of the bare bones. But to encourage people to go and do that research on their own, learn who Helen Claytor was or who Anna Bissell was and why they were so important to our community. And really, it's kind of the icing on the cake where I can take a nice sunny 50-degree day and spend an hour walking around downtown Grand Rapids and getting paid at the same time. So you may not have that luxury. I was able to take advantage of it today, but I would strongly encourage everyone to take some time when you find the weather and it lines up with your schedule. It's a fun little tour.
And if they can't do that, they can always check out your web article. You have it available to us right now on woodtv.com. Matt, before we let you go, though, as we mentioned, this is a full series of stories you're going to be telling every single Sunday. What do you have planned for us next Sunday?
The Ann Abyssal profile will come first. That'll come up this upcoming Sunday. A really interesting story, especially for those of here at Wood TV, which people that I talk to, and I'm kind of a nerd about this stuff, but Wood TV Studios here on College Avenue, we actually sit on the property where Ann Abyssal's big, luxurious home once stood, one of the few Heritage Hill homes that did not survive that era. But I got a couple of pictures, one showing her house, and the one that actually shows the side of our building. Basically, the Wood TV parking lot is where her house was, so you can actually even see the little corner of our building before her home was raised. So all this history flows together.
Yeah, a little bit of a blast from the past. I love that. Well, we're looking forward to that one, Matt, as well as the rest of the installments in this series. And I do want to remind everybody one last time that first installment on the Grand Rapids Women's History Walking Tour can be found right now over on our website, woodtv.com. If you're watching us on Facebook, you can find a link directly to that story in the comment section or the description box. Matt, one last time, thank you so much for stopping by today. We'll see you next week.
Always, thank you.
And I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.